What's up, everyone? Good morning. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It is Monday, October 29th.
What's up, everyone?
Sorry, there's an echo. Let me mute this echo real quick.
What's up, everyone?
Sorry. Alright, so I muted the echo. Yeah, so not a bad morning. What I see is that a lot of stocks are rebounding some from dropping last week. The SPY had a pretty rough week last week. And, I think it's starting to rebound some. And so we'll see what happens with it. It's up to 269 now. Still down a ton, but if it can hold at this 269, 270 level, we'll see if it rebounds off of this support on the SPY, but we'll see. And really, I think a lot of these stocks are just following, the overall market. But you could see, I'm looking at PTI, top chart here. Had a big day Friday, YECO. Another one I'm looking at. Sitting right at the whole $1.06. Actually gapping down some, but it still looks pretty good. AMRN. Looks good, gapping up from 21.96 to 23.19. We also have a few cheaper stocks, TOPS. Gapping up from $1.66 to $2. We have DCIX. So these are both shipping stocks. Gapping up from $1.76 to $2.15. We have the cannabis stock, CRON, NBEV, IGC. Then we also have NIO. Gapping up some. We have GNW. Gapping up some. That needs to pick up a little bit more volume with some of these, but they're still gapping up. We have GM. Gapping up some. We have CLDR, Cloudera. Gapping up some. We have, and that's really about it. We have GGB, which was up to 475. Gave a lot of it back already, though. Man. Just drinking my coffee, waking up a little bit, getting ready for the open here. Gonna have to see where Mitch is at. We have Flex, gapping up some after Friday. Maybe watch Draws. It's a shipping stock. It's actually tradable for me, but it didn't move as much as DCIX or TOPS did last week. STM kind of gapping up some here. See if I can find anything else. I'm not really seeing too much else here. We got PLAG kind of going crazy. I'll probably watch that one too, I guess. Yeah, it's tradable. So yeah, maybe watch PLAG as well. Let me catch back up on the chat. Good morning, Missouri. What's up, brother? Huguetes, good morning. Netron, good morning. Live Gains, what's up, man? Brian Spear, good morning. Yeah, I'm using Trade Idea Scanner. You can see the Trade Idea scanners here. I'll post that link in a little bit. Shout out to Trade Ideas for allowing me to use their scanners on my stream. And so shout out to them. NDRA, let me check it out. Yeah, it looks good. Kind of a solid line up there, Not really too many big pullbacks for NDRA here. Oh, and it is tradable for me, so that's cool. Hey, I appreciate you letting me know about that one. I didn't see that one. But yeah, NDRA looks good. Like I said, not many big pullbacks, but it's gapping up in pre. Had a green day Friday. Maybe look for it to turn around some here, but we'll see. I want to see confirmation in that before I take it. SBS. Pop it up on the scanner here. Gapping up from 750 just about to 815. But yeah, not a bad looking day here. AMRN. IGC. Yeah, I can't trade IGC, so it's usually not on my list. Um, it looks okay. It's kind of doing what a lot of the other ones are doing. IGC's actually been taking a little bit bigger hit than some of the other ones. But they all have been kind of in a downward trend since Tuesday of last week. We'll see what happens today. I guess it ended green a little bit, I guess, on Friday. But we'll see what IGC does. I'm using OBS, Matt. Oh, man, appreciate that, dude. I just now saw that. It was kind of messed up, man. It was messed up from the classes. Appreciate that, brother. All right, there we go. That should be much, much better. Shout out to Matt for letting me know about the screen being all weird. Appreciate that, man. That should be much better. CCCL. Yeah, CCCL pushed up a decent amount on Friday. It pulled back. It's at 230 now. We'll see if it... I mean, I want to see more volume come in. CIG. Yeah, CIG doesn't look bad either. It looks like a high float stock, though. Hey, appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, today, man, I'm sizing up a little bit today, bro. So it's time, man. It's about that time, I think. Solo. Whoa, yeah, look at Solo. I seriously doubt it's tradable for me, but I just now noticed it. Wow, look at that. Big move for SOLO, Solo here. You can see how low a volume it had previously. And so for that reason, I probably can't trade it. But it does look really, really good here. Definitely starting to be a parabolic mover. Up from 215 to 687. And so, wow. Up over 300%. Looks like it may get up to 400% if it can crack up to 815 here. So we'll see, man. Crazy move. KMDM. Let me check Solo really quick. I doubt it's tradable, but I still want to check it at least. Yeah, it's not even in their system. But man, look at this one. I'm sure they'll add this one. Usually they do a pretty good job of adding these big parabolic runs. Sometimes it's the second or third day, but at least they add them. KDMN. I mean, the volume's low. It had a nice few little flags on Friday, but it's down to 210 now. The volume's just super low. I want to see more volume with KDMN, at least for my style of trading, I think. Let me look at my Robinhood, man. I mean, it seems okay. My Robinhood seems okay. I mean, I don't know. Let me call Mitch, see where Mitch is at. Well, Mitch's phone's off. Let me try Skyping him. That's too loud. Okay, sorry. What's up, Eric? Good morning, man. 7, good morning. Yeah, man, Solo's kind of going parabolic a little bit. Yeah, SBS looks interesting. Is it tradable for us live? It is. Okay, cool. All right, well, Mitch didn't answer. I'll have to try to give him a call again. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go take my morning bathroom break. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, no stress, Andrew. All right, I'm back. All right, so not a bad morning. At least we're having some volatility this morning. It's not just kind of slow or dead. You know, at least we have some movers here. Watching, main ones I'm really watching, I'm watching a good bit, which would be PTI, which is this top chart, YECO, which is this bottom chart here. I think they're both up a lot. Going to look for them to give up some of these gains, maybe fade off the VWAP for a short. Also looking at GLUU, which has had a pretty big day the last, pretty big week last week. Went all the way up from 560s. It's up to the 7s now. So watching GLUU, and also keeping an eye on the cannabis stocks like NBEV, CRON, IGC, and so forth. Watching SLS, I think somebody mentioned. Maybe it wasn't SLS. Maybe it was, I think Live Gains mentioned it. SBS. That one's up a ton. Let's look at the daily chart here. What's this one up to now? 804. I like it. I mean, so looking off the daily, it's got this resistance here at 860s, and it's at 810 now. And so it's about here. And so it may have a little bit of room to run up there, but it doesn't look bad for sure. I'm definitely going to watch it. AMRN as well. Although AMRN is one of those stocks that, you know, a lot of times I'll look at AMRN and I'll look at the daily chart and I'll think, man, this stock's pretty extended. I'm going to look at this one for a short, and it just keeps pushing up. You know, it's one of those, most of the time a parabolic mover looks like this is usually what a parabolic mover looks like, right? It goes from something super small like $1.85 up to 11.50s and then kind of fades back down to the original price eventually. AMRN is kind of the outlier. It's the exception to that, where this one just ran up and then just held those gains, never looked back. It might have had a split here. I'm not sure what caused this gap up, but it could possibly be a split. So we'll see. There's Mitch. What's up, bro? Alright, give me 1 second, man. Let me get you on the stream. Hold on. Alright, guys, we got Mitch on the stream.
What's going on, guys? It's Money Mondays.
Yes, sir.
Get at it. Time to get at it.
IGC's halted on news.
Nice.
Is it really? I haven't even looked at IGC. I mean, I looked at it once. It didn't look that good. Is it halted on news? Doesn't look like it, but it's possible. I mean, but yeah,
go and get it.
This is kind of the
Get it.
this is the generic pattern for a parabolic mover. What IGC did here, it goes from something tiny like 36 cents up to 15, up to 14.50s, and then back down to 2s. Very common pattern here with a lot of these big runners, and this is usually what they do. The hard part is finding the top here, because if you don't find the top and it just keeps running like AMRN, then you know you're in bad shape. Mitch is very low. Okay, let me turn him up.
Turn it up.
Turn down for what?
Oh.
Old school, huh? You know.
Hey.
Yeah, but I'm old enough to where I still feel like it's like 2009. You know what I mean?
You know it, brother.
You know what I mean? I'm old enough to where I feel like it's like 2009, 2010. I feel like that was like a year ago, but really it was like a decade ago. And so I'm old, you know. What's up, John O? Good morning, man.
All right. What we got here?
We got PTI, YECO. There's a few shipping stocks that we can't trade, like Tops and DCIX, that are both gapping up nicely. But we still have some options here. I mean, there is, like I said, PTI, YECO, AMRN. A lot of the cannabis stocks are slightly gapping up, like NBEV, CRON. They say IGC is halted on news. CLDR, GM, SBS. Yeah, GGB was on my skater, but GGB gave a lot of it back. I want to see some more volume with it. It had a nice volume spike right before the close yesterday, but it kind of gave it back. It's at 436 now. It's just kind of choppy and pre-market at this point. STM up. VOD gapping up some. AZN. CS. Oh, DRNA. What was the other one that somebody mentioned here? I gotta go back in the chat and find it. Somebody mentioned one that I didn't notice before, but I noticed it afterwards. Let's see. Solo probably having the biggest move this morning out of all the stocks I'm looking at. Look at Solo here. It's not tradable for us, but it still looks good. NDRA was the other one somebody mentioned. But yeah, NDRA doesn't look that bad. See if it holds support at 5. If it cracks under it, fades off the VWAP, we'll see. But yeah, look at Solo, Mitch.
Yeah, it's not a bad stock at all.
A lot of gappers. I think it's probably because the market was overall down last week, and so some of these are just rebounding some. Yeah, we'll look up the news in a minute. So DRNA put out a positive report. Just trying to figure out what my main watches are going to be. I'm probably leaning more towards like PTI, NDRA, and then some of the YECO, and then the cannabis stocks is probably my main ones that I'm going to be looking at. Maybe GLUU. It's up a lot from the last few days, and so maybe GLUU as well. I think GLUU may start to get extended here. All right, well, let's look up the news. First one I'm going to look up is Solo here. That's kind of the crazy mover. I mean, so SOLO, you can see it's the bottom chart here. It put out a press release that said they provided a corporate update on vehicle pre-orders. As of October 22nd, the total pre-order number was 64,154 across all models. And so positive pre-order numbers with SOLO. Is it enough to make a gap up this much? I mean, we'll see. I don't think it's going to hold these gains. I think it may run up some more before it falls back down. But I don't know if it's necessarily going to hold, at least in my opinion. We'll see. So moving on now, looking at, what's the next one? DRNA, gapping up some. Somebody mentioned this one, DRNA. No, it's not, Abby. It's not tradable. A lot of news press releases out for DRNA.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I like today isn't really tradable, so I'm going to be more off a scanner-based day, especially when I don't have one particular stock that I'm just like, yep, this looks like a great opportunity.
Right.
Plag and Yelko actually on the daily look stronger to make a bullish move than a bearish move just based on the daily. Unless Yelko can get below 5, or the same thing for Plag, below 5. If they're not below 5, I'm not going to be looking to short these, as just the daily chart shows potential resistance test up there to about $8 or
right.
$9.50 for Yelko.
For sure, I could see that. Appreciate the sub, Smith, Drive Drum, and Danny Trade Warrior. Welcome. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, I'm trying to find the news on DRNA here. It has a ton of press releases, literally like 20 of these, at least on.
Yeah, I like that one too, but too bad it's not tradable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing it received an upfront payment of $100 million. Eli Lilly is going to make a $100 million equity investment in DRNA. They have licensing research collaboration with Eli Lilly is the big press release I'm seeing for DRNA. Appreciate the sub, Brian. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. GGB. Is this an ETF or what is this? Yeah, it needs more volume. I don't like it how it gapped up to 475 and then it just kind of gapped back down. Like, that's low volume. I want to see more volume pick up in pre for that one. For GGB. STM gapping up some. Doesn't look bad. Alright, but let me see. What other ones that I really want to look at this morning? GM gapping up some. General Motors here. Kind of a high float stock. I'm not really used to looking at, or I'm not really used to trading higher float stocks like this.
Yeah, today's a tough one to find a good amount of tradable stocks on TEFs, but it happens, you know.
Yeah.
You got to know your strength and weakness. This is just one of the weakness, and we'll play to my strengths.
Yeah, GM, I think it's just up on sympathy.
We haven't always used scanners. We kind of introduced them to our stream after we got the okay from Trade Ideas. You know, they want us to go ahead and put it out there for you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Give us the ability. So we went on and added it to our service.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, you know, Mitch and I reached out to Trade Ideas and made sure to get the green light from them. I didn't want to start streaming it without Trade Ideas saying it was actually okay. And with that said, shout out to Trade Ideas for letting me use the scans. But yeah, we just recently added them, what, like a month ago?
Yep.
And I'll go ahead and post Trade Ideas link if anybody's interested in signing up. Really cool scanner, really customizable regardless of your niche in trading. And so I'll go ahead and post the link there if anybody's interested in signing up to Trade Ideas. There's the link. Go check them out. Really awesome scanner, like I said. Really makes pre-market like research really easy and kind of looking at it. I'm working on a VWAP fade scan, but really customizable is my favorite thing about it. But go check them out if you have time. But yeah, so let me look at some of these other movers here. CREG doesn't look bad. It's not tradable, but I'll still look up the news on it. So they announced the completion and acceptance of Boxing CDQ power generation project. And so accepted a project with CREG. It's up because of that. Then I know the shipping stocks are running, DCIX and TOPS. So I think there's going to be one sympathy play here with the shipping sector. Let's see if we can find out which one is the catalyst. Don't think it's DCIX. Don't think it's TOPS. There's some type of catalyst there's got to be some type of catalyst here. Maybe it's Tops putting out some press releases on Friday where it announced a 3-year time charter with Clear Lake. Maybe that's why they're up. We'll see. Another one, SBS is another one I was watching here. Maybe look to short this one. You know. Like Live Gain says, I kind of like this one for a short. We'll see. It is tradable for us. SBS. Not really any catalyst that I see for this one right now. BLNK popping up on the scanners here. Look at BLNK go. Just popped up.
Link.
Not tradable.
Yeah, man, this is one that has a history of running, you guys.
Yeah, I remember this one running, what, like 4 or 5 months ago?
Yep. Ran from $2 all the way up to $8 last time.
Yeah, they put out a press release about them and Hubject forming a partnership which gives them access to electric vehicle charging networks in the U.S. So, partnership with BLNK. It's up showing that. Definitely running some here. Maybe look at this one on Robinhood. And, yeah, I mean, I think that's about it. I mean, there's a few other ones I'm looking at, obviously, but PXS doesn't look bad. I don't think it's tradable either. Nope. I'm guessing they'll probably add solo in the coming days. Usually they do a good job of adding the parabolic movers, but out of the ones I can trade, watching PLAG, YECOPTI, GLUU, the cannabis stocks, like I said before, maybe GM and SBS is probably my main ones that I'm looking at. Maybe AMRN as well. Let me look at AMRN. I doubt it has anything new on it. They scheduled a webcast. They put out that press release on the 26th, and they have trial results following the presentation at the 2018 Scientific Sessions of America Heart Association. So, you know, they had a conference coming up, I guess, where they're going to debut some results. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to call my wife. I hear ambulances. I have like an OCD thing. Anytime I hear ambulances, I got to call my wife. Make sure her and my kids are okay as they're going to school.
Alright guys, watching MBEV. Look for it to break down through 406, somewhere down underneath 4, or hopefully near that 4 mark, so we can get a bounce somewhere in the 20s. Get a nice 20-cent reward for about a 10-cent or 5-cent risk. That's going to be one of the stocks that I could at least visualize making a move and can tackle. Other than that, I will be watching Clag and Yelko, and of course the stock that I always watch, as I love, it's one of my favorite movers. Other than that, I don't really see too much out there.
VT popping on the scanners. BRFS maybe.
Hey Matt, what do you mean by TradeNet takes all your profits? I mean, maybe they're taking your profits, but they're not taking mine.
He's probably talking about the 70-30%. Is my guess. Mitch, I cannot hear you. Well, I turned Mitch up.
Who get this? What is the deal?
Can y'all hear Mitch? Let's do a sound check.
Sound check, sound check. I'll turn my mic up a little bit.
But no, Matt's an OG in the stream. Matt's been here for like, what, a year now, brother? So.
Yeah. Nothing against it, but don't think TradeNet's taking all your profits.
I think TradeNet's ideally more towards a learning, like not. I think you can be profitable, and I've heard about a lot of traders that have built it up to 25K. I think it's most beneficial towards learning, in my opinion. I think it really allows you to trade for cheap and has a good platform. So that's what I think. That's kind of my opinion on it. Of course, I love TradeNet. I use them every day, but I think they're best built towards learning for sure. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear him. Good, good.
You know, anywhere else with any broker, let's say like SureTrader, for instance. Let's say if you're using SureTrader and you have $1,000, you have 6-to-1 leverage. So now you got 6,000 buying power. But then in 2 weeks, you lose about half of that. Your buying power is now down to $3,000. In TIFs, even if you were to lose that amount, 500, you would still have about 13,000 in buying power. And that's why I feel that TIFs definitely has an advantage and gives you an ability to make profit if you can handle sizing. A lot of people can't handle big sizing, and that's what TIFs is made for. It's a prop firm, guys. Prop firms means that heavy sizing, low commission rate, and take advantage of CFD trading.
Yeah, I think I have the student package, so I think my split is 75-25, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but like I said, I think TEFs is definitely more leaning towards learning. I think it's really good for learning for sure. Anybody interested in signing up to TEFs? I'm using the student, but you know I started out using the intro package. If anybody's interested in signing up, I have a link that gets you 10% off. The sale's done at this point. The 20% off sale for October is done, but you can still get 10% off if you go through my link instead of paying $500, I think it's $450. Like I said, I really like using TradeNet and TEFs. I think it's best suited towards learning. If you want to learn and kind of get enough trades in, I think it's really good for that, for sure. Cheap commissions, 0.006 cents per share, plus a small routing fee. So like if I use less than 250 shares, my commission full round trip is like $4 a trade, which is just unheard of in trading. That's why I really like it. No PDT rule. Gives you a lot of buying power. Of course, the biggest flaw is that some stocks are not tradable, so you do want to understand that because, you know, when I build my watch list each morning, a decent amount are not tradable a lot of the time, and so definitely one of the big things to understand about it. I always try to be honest with people about it, which is easily the biggest flaw for TradeNet in my opinion. But if you watch us, we usually can find a few stocks to trade every day, and so it's definitely not a deal breaker for me. But yeah, if you want to check them out, go through the link I just posted. We make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through our link, and we appreciate it if you do. But yeah, so we got about 5 minutes getting into that time where... what's up, Silver? Good morning, brother. Yeah, right now I have the student, so it gives me 80,000 in buying power, which I really doubt I'll use anywhere close to that. I think that's where a lot of traders make their mistake, is that they use too much of that buying power and their account's gone really, really quick. You know, and so with the student account costing a little bit more, I'm definitely trying to preserve it, but I am going to be taking some bigger sizing today. We'll see. I'll probably go with 200 to 300 shares, trying to really... nail some of these plays, and if I take some bigger losses, I mean, that's to be expected as well, and so I just can't let that affect me too much. I just got to get used to using that bigger sizing, and I think I'll be okay, but we'll see how that goes today. Appreciate the sub, Jesper. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Also, today's news is brought to you by SnapTrade. If you haven't checked out SnapTrade, really awesome free scanning website for traders to take advantage of. You can see they offer a lot of cool stuff. Like I build my watch list here each morning, and it shows me all the different technical signals for this watch list that I built, like market cap, technical signal, volume change percentage, and I share this list with a decent amount of traders, and so that's what I really think the huge thing about SnapTrade is that it's a social watch list sharing platform where you can share your watch list each morning. It also has scanners regardless of the sector you're looking for, like upcoming earnings. They have crypto. They have gap ups if you're looking for specifically gap ups. And they also have news. So if I click today's news only, it shows me the most relevant stories. But if I want to make it easy on myself, I can just click watch list here. And it shows me all the different news, stories, and catalysts from my watch list. And so it's a really awesome tool for free for traders to take advantage of. I'll post that link as well. All right. We got about 2 minutes left. Let's see, we got PVTL. DCIX kind of giving some of these gains back here. Tops is holding a little bit better, but All right, all we have about a minute, a little bit over a minute left. Just looking at the scanners here. BILI may be popping up. Running some. We'll see what happens with that one. Yeah, Solo is definitely on my list, Gardner. The problem with Solo is just not tradable for me. But definitely one of the big parabolic movers today. And if I could trade it, it would be my main watch. But it's just not tradable for me. But really big move. I think the pre-order numbers came in for Solo, and that's why it's up so much already. But market about to open up right now. There's the bell, so good luck, everyone. Look at Kron. Kron's not looking that bad. Breaking up over 8. All right, so GM fading down some. We got PTI dropping. We got the Plague dropping some. All right, we got PTI fading down here a little bit. If it pulls back to 622, it doesn't look bad. The only reason I probably won't get in it is because the high of the day is just too close to where I would enter, and I never like setting my risk at the high of the day just because the chance that it's going to squeeze up is going to be a little bit too much for me to really want to get into it. I appreciate the sub, T. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Oh, we got YECO spiking up here. We have AMRN fading down under 23. Yeah, sorry, brother. Here. Here's the after the bell scanners.
Yeah, guys, be careful with Yoko. Very, very spready. 40 cents in between that spread. Something you definitely don't want to be a part of. No one wants to be 40 cents down the moment they get in a trade.
All right, AMRN falling down some. Look at Solo spiking up, though. But look at PTI. Look at this drop on PTI. If the VWAP can get under this resistance level at 615, I like it a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll look for 613s, 612s.
Ooh. Get my yawn out. Get ready for the get ready to trade. CRON dropping down some. Now, if Kron gets up to 795, I don't like it. I mean, I don't dislike it that much. It'll only be about a 1-to-1 trade, though, but it doesn't look bad if it gets up there. GLUU fading down some. I can see Kron fading off the VWAP here. Don't necessarily dislike it, but it's a little bit, the volume's a little bit low. Trader, listen, brother, you're gonna have to wait for me to respond, man. If you just continue to say the same thing, you know, waiting for me to respond, I'm just gonna have to put you in timeout, brother. Yeah, man, I'll get to it. I'm focusing on the open right now, man, so I'll get back to it, brother. Really looking at PTI at this point. Seeing if he gives me that fade back up here. What's up, Masher?
Seeing a lot of rebounding in the market.
Yeah, I see YECO ran up some. Looking at GLUU, I mean, if GLUU gets back to 622, I like it. Keeping an eye on PTI, like I said, PTI doesn't look that bad. UUU popping up on my scanners here. Yeah, UUU starting to run. All right, now AMRN, this one's tricky. If it gets up to 22.77, I like a $23 risk with a reward level of 22.20, and so I like that risk and reward. And so maybe I'll take it. It all depends though. This one fakes me out a lot. I've been faked out by AMRN a ton, and so I have to take that into consideration as well. But it doesn't look that bad here, really, if it gets up to 22.75. What's up, Matthew? Good morning, man. PTI maybe is going to just drop before it fades. Kind of looking at GLUU here. Slow mover. What's up, Joe? Good morning, man. NIO. Yeah, look at NIO start to run. NDRA dropping big here. Looking at GLUU here. If it gets up to 720, it doesn't look bad. Tight risk of 727 maybe. Forward F. PTI fading back down before I could really get it. Yeah, Ford doesn't look that bad. Running up here, interesting 955 high right here. Not seeing much fading. SBS is starting to kind of wash some here.
I tried to get in short cron there. Got rejected there at 93s. I don't want 92s or 91s. It would have been a good trade. Just got rejected right when I hit the buy or the short. It would have been a good one. Just literally a millisecond late. Would have at least been able to touch this support right here. Take a little bit there, shorted there at 93. Would have been able to take a little bit off here and let it crack down to the 70s. Wasn't a bad idea, just I couldn't get in there.
Yeah, I haven't seen many fades. I'm still looking. Still early. Yeah, with GLUU, I mean, one thing I've been watching this one for is a fade back to the VWAP. It would have to get, for me to really like it, I would like it to get up here, you know, to the 719, 718 level. Then I might take it, setting a tight risk of like, I don't know, 725 maybe. But it would have to get up there first.
NIO, maybe a VWAP bounce here.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at that. Solo still popping up on the scanners here. Solo trying to test the high of the day, maybe. See if it holds at 650. Yeah, I just gotta wait for the setup if I don't see the setup. Oh yeah, I saw PTI wash. It never faded back off the VWAP though, but I saw it wash this morning. Look for a pullback to 605. I really like it at 605 with a risk of 615. Reward down to 590. Although that $6 area might turn into support. Only kind of flaw with that one, I think.
I missed that VWAP bounce on NIO. It's a good idea there. Was thinking about risking off of 63. Could have got in there at 66, risked 3 cents for a potential 10-cent gain, and then a breakout. Wasn't a bad idea. Got to get better at not hesitating on these longs. There's no reason to hesitate. If I got my risk and reward, trading plan set, take the trade.
Yeah, on CRON, look at that tank.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I missed it by a hair. I missed it by a hair, guys. Had 92s, 93s, would have killed it down to the 70s.
Yeah,
Called it out there. Same move happening on MBEV.
Yeah, there's 3 stocks I'm really watching. They're bearish this morning. GLUU, AMRN, and PTI. And so at this point, I'm just waiting for one of those 3 to fade back to the VWAP with a tight risk. PTI, I don't know if it's going to give me that opportunity. It just continues to fade pretty hard.
Yeah, that Cron misses. That one's going to get to me.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
That was a nice one. Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Was watching it from the beginning. Should have been able to nail that. All right, guys, looking over for a bounce on NIO. NIO to go short.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, at this point, looking at SBS, maybe Cron too, GLUU and AMRN. They're all bearish. Gonna look for a pullback with one of these. Maybe NBEV if it gets up to 420. With a super tight risk because it's the high of the day.
One that we can trade that is setting up on long ways is MRNS. Not the craziest volume, but setting up.
GLUU testing the whole $7. A lot of bearish trends. Just need to pull back to the VWAP. Nice, Missouri. Hey, nice trade, brother. I don't blame you for scalping it, though. That's, you know. That was one of the crazy parabolic runs. All right, I don't know if any of these big bearish trends are going to give me a pullback to the VWAP. I mean, typically they would, but GLUU breaking under 7, AMRN breaking under 22, and PTI. I like PTI probably the best because if it pulls back to 595 here, I have lots of resistance above. So if it pulls back to 595, you got the whole $6. You got this resistance at 603. And then maximum risk would be 616, but it would have to pull back there.
Really good big squeeze on NIO. I saw that bid hanging out there. Did not want to tackle that bid. The bid got bought up, and now it's pushing up. It's a squeeze there.
Yeah, it just kind of faked people out.
Be watching this.
All right, so PTI starting to maybe make a little bit of a move back to the VWAP here. Like I said, 494, solid risk of 6 or 604. I'd probably lean more towards 604 for about a 10-cent risk. That sounds reasonable if it gets up to 595. AMRN bouncing some here as well. And GL or SBS. Is the market bouncing? I'm seeing a lot of these bounce right around the same time. Yeah, the market is bouncing. It's funny how closely stocks follow the overall market. GLUU, I like this one at 710 here. You can set a risk of 714, maybe 716 for a tight risk.
It's not the worst.
Yeah, it's just got to get up there. It's got about 4 cents to go. I'll take it with a few hundred shares if it can get up there. Big if, though. Hey, nice, Bamboo. Nice work, brother. Good trade. Good trade. I mean, NBEV doesn't look that bad around the VWAP because it's got all that high of the day risk above it, but it's the high of the day. CRON bear flagged a little bit, but it didn't really get up to the VWAP. A lot of people talking about AMD this morning. Man, AMD's tanking here. It might have faded off the VWAP a few times. It did right at the open. AMD, I've seen it fade off the view up a lot. It may be one of those ones that I start watching every day because really I see this one fade a lot. It's probably down because I'm guessing the overall chip sector is down. All right, there's 706, 707. If it gets up to 710 on GLUU, I'll take it, but it's got to get up there for that risk and reward
I was
to be
looking at Yelko for VWAP reject. Another time where I hit the short at 629 and just didn't get filled. It just broke down through my number. It was going to give me an ability to risk up there to about 48 and try to take this trade down to the support there. That was 611. Wasn't a bad idea, just wasn't able to hammer on it.
There's 8s. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take GLUU here. If it lets me in here. Come on. Do I need a market into this thing just to for it to let me in? I guess so. Still failed me right, but frustrating. All right, I'm in GLUU. Reward levels at this 695 point. Risk is 716. See if it gives me that fade back down. Got in a little bit early, I think. Tef's not filling me there made me a little jumpy with it, but I can acknowledge I probably got in this one a little bit early. CRON dropping, trying to break those lows of the day at 770.
Trying to get a bounce here on draws.
Looking at PTI, see if PTI gets up there. The volume kind of came down some on GLUU, but it's pushing up to 709. Risk level, like I said, 715, maybe 714. Only thing I don't like is the volume. Kind of came down some for GLUU. So just got to be careful with it, but it's falling down. Got in a little early, but no stress. Just going to follow my risk. Look at NBEV. Doesn't look that bad. It's up to 710. Man, the Thinkorswim level 2 is lagging again. This is the second day it's been doing this. At least the second day that I've seen where it's been lagging this bad, but they need to fix this. I mean, I have other level 2 I can go off of, but it's confusing when I'm in the trade with this level 2 not being as accurate as it should be. Look at Kron. Kron's right around the VWAP. Tight risk in that one too, I think. VTGN popping up on my scanners. Alright, this is where I got to really be careful with GLUU, just because the volume has been pretty low, and if it starts to squeeze, it could squeeze hard. So just got to be careful and watch it here. At 11 got eaten up on GLUU. Look at PTI. I like PTI now. Look at PTI right up to the VWAP.
Yeah, something's going on with that GLUU. Because every single time I've tried to like tick it up there, maybe 709s, 708s, but I can't even get in.
Really?
Yeah, it won't let me get in. It won't let me get out. So I'm not gonna take the trade. I would get in with you right now at 708, 709, risk off of 15 right there, but it won't let me in. So I'm not gonna mark it. I never do it. Never will.
Yeah, that's strange for sure.
Yeah, I tried. You see, I hit it again there. It says 708s, but it's not letting me in. And it's not like it's one order on 708. There's a lot of orders on 708, so it should let me fill.
Right.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
I just hope it doesn't.
Screen,
I hope it doesn't get me stuck.
Yeah, just be ready to mark it if you need to.
Yeah.
On the Kron, it would have been perfect though. I said 70. That was the mark. And where did it go to, guys?
70.
Exactly 70s. That's why I trade this way, guys. I don't trade this way because it's just something that I woke up to and realized it worked. No. This is something that I've taken time, years of experience to adapt to and condition my mind.
Look at AMRN. Somebody mentioned in that one as well. All right, here's 12s. Got to be careful here. Don't want to see a squeeze up. 14s. Like I said, gonna let it break 6 or 15. If it breaks 15, I'll just jump out. I like that rejection. We'll see if it holds now that it was rejected. But the level 2 on Thinkorswim is just, it's bothering me, man. Really, I like this even more now because this way, if it cracks that 15 level, super obvious risk point. Really need a pullback here for GLUU. I don't want to see it kind of climb higher and higher here until it just squeezes over that previous high at 714s. And so want to see a pullback here for sure. Gonna let it work though. I like that move up to 715 and then that rejection back down. Just gives me more, a more obvious risk level of 715s. And so gonna let it work here. But look at AMRN, Mitch. That one's right around the VWAP. I've seen a few fake outs for the fade, like PTI faked out here and just ran.
Just something's going on with tests. I keep hitting the bid at the right price. It's not filling me. I'm having issues. I'm not going to take a trade, guys.
See, it was doing that for me too. I'm going to get a market ready just in case.
I tried to get in there on AMRN at 23s, hit it dead on. It just wouldn't, it's not filling. It keeps rejecting my price, saying that the price is too close. When I'm hitting on the bid, it should fill me instantly.
Right. That's weird.
And I'm not getting filled. I would have taken off a 23 there for AMRN. I wanted to add somewhere in between 20s and 40, risking all the way up to that 22.40. But not able to get in there. I don't know what's going on. And with that,
I'm out.
I'm not going to take a trade. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't like taking unnecessary risk, especially if I'm getting emotional now because I'm clicking to get in.
See, other people are saying they're having problems too.
It's the second time I've hit it dead on and it's not getting me in.
It almost makes me want to get out of this trade.
It just definitely have that market ready.
Right, that's what I do.
It seems like limit orders are not going through.
Silver says it's working for him. Yeah, can't hit the bid, Eric. Eric's saying the same thing. Yeah, market orders will get you out. And with CFD trading, market orders hit you pretty accurately. I wouldn't advise using market orders outside of TEFs on a conventional broker. But if you're stuck and can't get out, you can hit it with a market. It should be fine, I guess. I don't know, 100%. But that's what I would do.
I'm just going to let it go on that one at least.
Weird day anyway. I'm seeing a lot of stuff kind of squeezing up here. Fake outs. Not too many fades. So just a weird day.
All right. Trying to get long here on MRNS at 45s off of 40. It's going to be very small sizes today. I've been having some issues with TEFs. Let's see if I can get in this stock. I need a small pullback to 45. Then I'll be able to risk off of that base 40.
Somebody saying they've heard bad things about TEFs, saying they purposely don't fill orders. I've never really run into that. Like, I've been using TEFs and TradeNet for about a year now. Never had that problem. This is the first time, and it could just be an error on their end. Who knows? But never ran into that. Like, I definitely don't think they're purposely not filling you. You could always mark it in and mark it out, but I think this is more so just an error, a glitch in their system today. I'll have to reach out and ask them.
Yep.
Yeah, GOUU is just consolidating here. Typically with fades, I like a much quicker fade down. And so kind of this consolidation is a little worrisome. I got my risk defined though, so I'm okay. But a little worrisome, I'd say. At least for this specific trade. Got a lot of consolidation here in GOUU. But got my risk. Just gonna let it work to my risk. So we get a breakdown here. There's the ask on 10. It's been building a lot of resistance there at 713, 714, and so I like my risk of 715 even more. Just gonna let it work though. Yeah, no problem, Lauren. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been using tests for like a year. If you follow the stream, I rarely have any problems. I actually think their fills are great. But, you know, with any broker, sometimes you're going to have problems. I know Thinkorswim's been lagging for the last 2 days or so. And so I think it's probably just a glitch is what I'm guessing. You know, I don't think they're necessarily not filling people because they're out to get them. I think it's just probably a glitch in their system today, which is really the first time I've ran into this problem specifically.
Yeah, I've honestly never had it happen to me once. It's looking good for you now.
Yeah, I like this pullback. Want to see 705 break. But like I said, I'm comfortable in it. I mean, I have my risk defined, some confirmation in my risk, and so I can just sit with it now. Just try to let it work. But AMR win would have been a beautiful fade. Not to rub it in, but
Bro, two of them. I can't do nothing more than hit it. That's all I can do.
yeah,
From there on, I would have killed two stocks already, Cron and AMRN. Literally couldn't do nothing about it. Hit the bid, never getting filled. Same thing, I hit the bid for glue at 609, 610. I think I even hit it at at 707, and just nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they'll have it fixed by tomorrow. It's a little strange though.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, really. I like your trade though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'm comfortable in it. Like,
It's one of those trades where you just know your levels,
right.
and I even think that you could have maybe added there in the 11, but that's just increasing risk. You don't
Right.
want to increase it. That's fine.
With maybe some possible glitches going on today, I'm not trying to.
Exactly. Push the levels
Right.
that are unneeded right now.
Yeah, PBR dropped a lot today. I didn't even see PBR this morning.
That would have been a nice one too.
What happened to my action is heating up at the scanner?
Oof. That PBR was a beauty.
I know, man. Somebody mentioned it in the chat, Henry.
Nice.
PTI may be bouncing off the $6 VWAP area here as well.
Look at that move for Kron. That's a weird one. It has a trend line, but it kind of faked out even more. Faked out. And then big boys sellers in there.
Man, that is a crazy one.
That one's hard to trade for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the cannabis stocks were so reliable in the last few weeks, and now it's like I'm looking at them. I think maybe the hype is gone with them. You know, like they were super reliable for a while. You know, for a week or two, they faded almost every single day, and then it's just, you know, I think the hype died down a little bit. All right, here we go on GLUU. Let's see if we get this crack under 705. Like I said, it needs to break 705.
It's like 1, 2, 3.
But
Let's
really
see
like
if
this
NIO. Let's see if NIO can make a move back to the VWAP. I don't think it will. I think it's just going to drop down from there, but something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, kind of a weird, choppy day, honestly. The market was looking so good too, man. Like the last few weeks, the market with the hot sectors, the shipping sector, the cannabis sector. And then, so now the ones I'm watching, I just don't like them as much. SOLO, what did that do? Solo ended up tanking here. All right, here's it testing that 705 level. Like I said, it's got to break that, I think. May bounce here if that area holds its support. Unbiased trades. Yeah, Mitch is not necessarily getting out. I haven't really tried to get out yet, but Mitch has been having problems getting into trades. The limit orders aren't getting hit today, and so it might be a glitch in their system. I was able to get in GLUU with a market order. And like I said, I wouldn't really advise using market orders unless you're on a broker like Tef's, just because on a regular conventional broker, market orders are super scary and not worth the risk, in my opinion. But I was able to get in with a market order on GLUU, and so if you're having problems getting out, maybe try market. I'm not sure. All right, there's 704 break. Let's see if we get a big wash here. Like I said, it has to hold under 705. I mean, that's the big support level at this point that I see. There's 704s. See if it holds under here now. Want to see that 705 level turn into resistance at this point. I want to see more volume with SGLB. Just low volume, not really moving much. SBS faded nicely, but small range, but it faded okay. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce here on GOUU. Obviously, I want to see it come back down, test 7, crack underneath it, wash out to that low of the day, and then break that, ideally. But I wouldn't be shocked to see a bounce around the 705 level. All right, Matthew, I'll see you tomorrow, brother. Have a good day, man. Yeah, Flex was working nice the other day. Yesterday or Friday. Yeah, there's the bounce. GCAP popping up on my scanners. No volume. What did UUU end up doing? I ran up some. There's some rebounding here on GOUU. Let's see if this 711 area holds its resistance. $7.10. Like I said, my risk is about $7.15 here. I don't mind letting it go to my risk. It had a lot of resistance at $7.12, so if it breaks that, that's really when I'm going to start being pretty careful with it. But I don't mind letting it get up to $7.15 here. Kind of a weird day, honestly. Starting to make a little bit of a strength run here.
Looking at TRBG.
Trivago.
Yep. Not bad, that Trivago.
I remember seeing the commercials for Trivago. Yeah, cool. I mean, I'm just trying to let it go to my levels, man. Honestly, it's been a weird day on TEFs and TradeNet just because people's orders, limit orders specifically, are not getting hit. And so, a little concerning, but just letting it go to my levels, man. That's all I can really do is form a plan and then follow it.
That's it.
Risk is 7.15, you know. Don't mind that risk. I'm okay with that risk. You know, just trying to let it work now at this point. See if it ever fades back down to the low of the day. My wife needs me to help her bring her truck up to the shop today, though. What time does she say? 10:30, 11. So I still have about an hour. That should be fine. If I could say I made a mistake with GLUU, it would be I entered it too early. Got in at 7:07, filled at 7:06. VWAP was really around 7:10, so got in about 3-4 cents too early. If I could say, if I was trying to critique myself, that would be my mistake. Nice work today, though, Eric. I see you over there attacking that plan, brother. AMRN was a beautiful fade there, though.
I don't even want to go back to it.
I won't talk about it, man.
I ain't going back to it.
Yeah, you're doing good, Eric. Somebody key the Jeopardy music with me and GLUU right now, though. I mean, I'm sticking to my plan, but man, it's taking a while.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yep.
Looking at that plague life, trying to catch the plague.
Here come the punts. Look at NIO trying to crack under that 750. Only thing I'm worried about a little bit with GLUU is it might be trying to change trends here. It's been kind of hovering around the VWAP. A lot of times when this happens, it changes trends and it turns into a bullish trend. We'll see though. If it continues to hold under the VWAP, it doesn't look bad, but it's been consolidating around that area now for a while. I know I got a few subs today. Appreciate the sub, Gardner, Dylan, Nuno. Welcome, guys. Has your account grown or is it still small? Yeah, so I just upgraded my account to a student account. I had that intro account since May. You know, and so I just upgraded it. This is like my second day trading on the new account. To be honest, Nuno, I really don't know much about Forex. Never really traded Forex, and so don't know too much about it, honestly. I wouldn't feel comfortable saying anything really about it, just because, like I said, never really traded Forex. Don't know much about it. I know it's based off of catalysts a lot of the time, but that's about all I know. Yeah, no stress, Nuno. Yeah, the student account gives you 80K in buying power. There's my max loss on this one's 4,000, and so it gives me a lot more buying power and a much bigger max loss. GLUU still holding that VWAP level firm. Yeah, for sure, Netron. The market's definitely been down some in the last week. IGC. Oh, IGC is still halted, at least on my side. Weird.
Yep, still halted.
See, Live Gains was talking about this one today. He said it looked bearish, and it's down some. Never really gave me that beautiful fade, though, but came down some, gave up some of the gap. I mean, I like IGC and NBEV in the last few weeks. The last 4 or 5 days, I haven't liked it, though. Just because I think some of the hype in that sector is gone. But for a while now, IGC and NBEV faded off the VWAP over and over and over again. Just gave you tons of setups for that one, but I think those days are over for it, though. I think the hype went down some. Hey, nice, Eric. Ismail is saying the thing with TEFs is that you have to set the bid a little bit higher today, is what he said.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very smart.
I mean, he's basically just a worse fill.
Yeah, that sounds excellent.
But I appreciate that anyways, Ismail. Yeah, I had to get in with a market order, brother. Don't recommend it. Don't trust market orders, but on TEFs, it's not the end of the world. What does it mean to fade off the VWAP? Let me find a video. I have a video explaining it. Go walk through of the VWAP fade. So let me find it.
Yeah, you can always just go to our website, see the strategies right there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, Ismail. I get it. Yeah, there's a video explaining the VWAP fade. Kind of what I look for with it. It basically, it's a bear flag. It's a bear flag with a pullback to the VWAP, right? So bearish trend, pullback to the VWAP. I get in going short around the VWAP and then look for it to test the low of the day again. That's where I take my first profit usually. And then let the rest work if it breaks that low. Yeah, no stress, Josh. Alright, so this is where I got to be a little bit careful. It's starting to wedge pretty close here. Here's another test of that high. If it gets rejected here, I really like it for a short, but I got to be careful here regardless. There's the bid at 709, so a 2-cent spread at this point. Alright, there's another rejection down there. I like it a lot more now. That risk is super defined at this point in the trade. Very obvious risk. your website needs updating. Hey man, you don't have to. Then don't go to it, brother. No stress. You know, I just tried to build that website so people can see the strategies we use. We get to ask that a lot, and there's a strategy section that they can look at. So. Yeah, I get it, Ismail, for sure. Days like today are a little sketchy for sure. Just not that many follow throughs with the fade, not that I'm seeing at least. We've had a few, but not much. Um, since the market's down so much, I would look for more fades, but I've been seeing a lot of rejections and so forth, and so just got to be careful on days like today for sure. All right, here's a pull up on GLUU. Like I said, the big thing that I'm looking at this chart is that it could be trying to reverse trend here. It was in a downward trend at the open and it's been consolidating around the VWAP. A lot of times when this happens, it eventually breaks the VWAP and starts to run up, changing the trend from a downward intraday trend to an upward intraday trend. And so with all that said, I got to be careful and just follow my risk pretty closely here. It's just been battling this VWAP area for a while now.
All right, let's see if I can get a fill here on MBEV and risk off of 430s.
For a short?
Yep.
Oh man. You got the landscapers there, brother?
Yeah, I guess you know everything.
I hear them.
All right, guys, I'm in MBEV, risking off of 430s. Got to keep this real tight.
Almost a little bit of a ascending triangle here with GLUU, if I see this correctly. Let me see if I can draw this out.
Just got to be careful over 430s here, guys. If it does get over 430, it's going to be probably a squeeze.
There's 713s. This is where I really got to be careful. Like I said, ascending triangle could be forming here. Maybe time to buckle out of the trade. Kind of formed after I was in it already. Just been holding it for too long here. Just watching the level 2. A little bit more stacked on the bid. Rejection back down. There's 14s. If it pushes over, I'm out. All right, so it tapped 16, jumped out of it. No stress. I held it to my levels. That's all I can really do. Kind of a weird market day. But today was the first day using bigger sizing, so no stress. Maybe it faked me out. Maybe it barely tapped me out. We'll see. But so yeah, I lost 10 cents, so small loss overall. Here, you shared your screen.
Let me put it up. You got you. I just know the Skype life.
Yeah, man.
There you go, guys. So you guys can see I haven't taken any trades. Been struggling to even get in a trade. So.
The difference between limit orders and market orders. Market orders are supposed to fill you immediately at the best price possible. Limit orders are supposed to fill you at a specific price or better. And so that's really the difference. We got the Skype live going on here. Yeah, I remember what I had to do the other day is just not touch this. Yeah, no stress, T America. Adelie, what are you doing, man? She puts like 10 chickens and then deletes it and then puts 1 chicken.
Only 1 chicken.
Right.
No chicken dinner for you tonight.
She changed her mind. You know?
No chicken dinner, man. One that I was looking at was Yelko there at 640, but the spread never gave me a chance to get in there at 640. That last touch that it did, just the spread was way too big. Never giving me a chance.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird day today, really, though.
Yep.
Netron, so a stop limit order. A stop limit is a stop loss where it has to fill you at that exact stop loss or better. A regular stop is like a market stop. It just gets you out wherever the price may be once it triggers that price. And so kind of the same thing, just with stop losses. Yeah, I know. I was just in GLUU going short. I saw the ascending triangle, and it stopped me out. I messed with the screen.
All right, guys. As this MBEV comes down here, guys, I will be trying to take some profit at 418. 418. Gonna put some shares out there right now. If it does come down there, that's where I'll be taking some profit.
There's that drop. The spread needs to get a little bit better for you, but there's the drop.
Yep, you know how it is when you have a little bit low volume going through there, high volume all of a sudden showing up, the spread starts opening up there.
There you go.
There you go, guys. Let's see if we can get this down to the 18s, and I'll take some profit there. There's my order out there, guys, on the bid side. Let's see if it comes down, shows up on the ask. There you go, guys. Took some shares off there. It filled me in between. Now I only have 200 shares left. I've already taken $24 in this trade. 200 shares left from my 500 original at 426. Seeing as today has been really, really challenging, I'm only going to let this stock come to 428. 428 is my risk now, guys. I'm trying to let this stock bounce a little bit, hold that resistance. If it comes down, next profit should be at 414 or 410s.
Nice trade though, brother.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard today to stay focused, guys. You know, a lot of misses, a lot of things that I hit dead on, but just tried to tell myself to stay as in control as I could. You know, things that I can't control are the stock just not letting me in.
Right.
What I can control is find a good setup and then just try to do it again. If it happens this time, it happens. This time I was able to get filled, put the order out there as the stock spiked up. I got filled there at 426. Great fill. Now looking to take advantage and make some profit in the day and continue on with my day.
Yeah, kind of a tricky day. I didn't really see too many follow through with fades except for AMRN, which I think you did call out. AMRN looked good. Aside from that, I mean, it's kind of been a weird day with a lot of these. Kind of back and forth chop action. I do like that. You can see the like the little descending triangle on NBEV here, which is what kind of happened with you here. Doesn't look bad. It's a stock Bo beef. So I know what happens when you pay for one of these accounts, Sam, is that it comes with like a few weeks of a paper trading software, and then it expires. I know at least for the intro account. I don't know if I got one with my student account. I'll have to see. I didn't really check those emails, but I know it comes with a paper account for a few weeks at least, and so I mean, in theory, I guess you could just paper trade and then move on up once you're comfortable. I guess that's
Yeah,
probably what they want you to do in the first
yeah,
place.
that's what I did. You can't do 1 month. They're willing to give you like up to three weeks. I got them to extend it a little bit, but you're not gonna get them to give you a month just because they want you to trade. They want to make their money off of you, and that's normal. Every broker. But the real key is, just figure out how to use the platform. I don't think this is for you to kind of paper trade on. This is for you to go ahead, use small sizing, and learn how to really get your process correct.
Right, for sure. Somebody asked if I have when I'd be able to transfer the profits out on TAF. So not really. I've had I had my intro account since May, and I traded really small sizing for months and months and months until I finally just upgraded it. And so I haven't really had that opportunity to do it quite yet. Hopefully I will with the student account that I upgraded to. But I've seen some on YouTube, like Matt Diamond has a YouTube channel. I have no relation with him, don't know him, anything like that. Really not trying to plug his channel, but I know he has a video on how he used TradeNet, made 25K or something like that in profits, withdrew it, and then deposited it into a regular broker. And so I've heard that it works fine, but I've just never experienced it myself. Adelie, I like Mitch, but John, not so much. Laugh out loud, joking. Hey, I get it, Adelie,
It's okay. I love me too.
Right, man. I like Mitch too, man. He's got that soothing voice. Seven was talking about it in the Discord. How we mesh well, I think Mitch is like the serious strategy guy, and I'm like the rambler telling people about buying CPAP machines. So I think we mesh well,
Hey, it's like always, guys. One of the key things, relax, enjoy what you're doing. If this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, take the right approaches. The right risk management will keep you using your emotions and basing your happiness based on your strategy, not based on results. And that's why we can be happy every single day as traders versus as base your happiness on your realized. And if you base your happiness on your realized, I guarantee you you're not going to last in this business, as the down days will kill you and the up days won't make you.
Right. Yeah, that's part of the reason I ramble, is just to not necessarily to kill time, but more so to make myself comfortable and just talk. Especially if I'm in a trade. When I'm in a trade, we always talk about it. Like, one of the big things with trading is just establishing your plan, understanding where your risk is and where your reward is, and then taking your hands off of the keyboard and just letting them go to those levels. That's how you're going to compensate for it. If you consistently give yourself 2-to-1 reward to risk, and you're more than 50% accurate, you're going to be profitable, And so it's just about maintaining that comfort level that allows yourself to hold it to those levels, to your risk level, to your reward level. And if you can do that, you have a leg up on most traders, I think. It's not just about strategies. It's something we always talk about. It's not just about finding the perfect strategy. It's about understanding how to create a plan around that strategy, and understanding how to calculate risk and reward on the fly, and actually having the emotional stability to hold it to those levels. And I think that's why I ramble sometimes, is I'm just trying to make myself comfortable enough to hold it to those levels. I think you have to have a plan with each trade you get into, and it's going to help your emotional level significantly, because if you know your exit, you know your risk, you know where your reward's going to be, it's just about following that plan, and you don't have to kind of get that uncomfortable, I don't know what's going to happen feeling, because you already have your levels mapped out.
100%. That's why I took my profit here at 18, guys, on MBEV. As you can tell, where's the stock holding at?
18 off of that
There's a,
support.
there's a reason why, guys. This is why I took my profit there, and this is why I'm relaxing and just waiting for the next move. Some people, um, you might want to sell like quicker, three-fourths of your position, then hold to maybe add that three-fourths back. I have a tendency of doing more of a half or 60% sell on the first one, and then look for that next 50 or 60% shares to sell at the next support.
All right, there's 18, a little bit better for you.
Yep, just letting it work. A lot of people would just take profits right here, too emotional in the trade, don't understand risk to reward, or at least they don't. They think they do, but they really don't. And so they take the reward just based on, hey, I'm in the green. No one ever loses when they're in the green. 100% an MBEV, that will keep you in the green. The very next trade, that could put you big in the red.
Do you think it's a good idea to sell Tesla stocks within one day? I mean, I know a lot of people day trade Tesla. It's not really in my price range, and for liability reasons, I don't want to tell you yes or no. You know what I mean? It's all speculation. It's all subjective.
All right, guys, getting this little spike here, guys. Don't want to get back above this 425 here, guys. I'll go ahead and I'll stop out break even. I could add here at the VWAP, looking for a bigger win. But really, guys, especially on a day today, it's been tough. I'm just going to go ahead and hold break even on the rest. If I do get stopped out, I'll take my $24 and celebrate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been a really tricky day. Not much follow through with a lot of these, low volume in a lot of these, except for a few select stocks. And so it's kind of one of those days where you got to protect your account, and just, like I said, just try to protect your account. Look for it to get rejected off this VWAP here.
Mm-hmm. Come right back down to 18s. No show strength. DGLY went off on that high day at 1050. DGLY. Yoko was one that was interesting today. Just the spreads didn't give you any chance. The market makers did not want us to tackle that stock today.
I think SBS looked okay. Didn't really give you a great fade, but it got close enough to where it could have been profitable. Small range, though.
All right, got to be careful here, guys. Don't want it above 25s, and I'll just go ahead and I'll get out. Not going to take a risk in making this a loser, especially on a day that we're just trying to get back in the green. After a great 12-day winning streak, coming down on Friday, just trying to get back to basics, stick to that risk to reward, and continue doing what's been working for me.
All right, I'll be back, brother.
All right, guys, don't want it in above that 24 now. That last high, we don't want to see this in the 425s. 425s will be my out now. Now that I've gotten that reject off of BWAP. Hey, Marley and Hendrix. All right, guys, like I said, I don't want this back up there at 25s. We want it to reject here, come back to those 417s, get some sizing on the time and sales, and knock this down. All right, that looks good, guys. Now you just don't want it to swing up. Just need it to wash down here. Be careful here. Some shades going through there. 422. Let's see if we can bring this ass down. Let's go, MBEV. Let's make our move. All right, guys, this is at 24. If I see anything filled up there in the 24s, I might just get out right here. Just got to see the shares on the time and sales. They're all going through at 21s, not 24s. That's why I haven't slammed out. It could do a quick hard reject and get back there to 420s. I know my level, so I'm just relaxed. Literally have my finger on the buy button. And I see rejects there. Nothing in the 24 is going through. So now I'm looking for the time and sales. Anything that slides through at 24, big shares, or something at 25, and I'll get out. If not, I'll let this break down, get through those 20s, and attack 14 and 10.
Yeah, but somebody said in the chat, I heard that TAFs are just bookies because they trade against their book. And I mean, it all, like I said, it depends on how you look at it. If 90% of traders fail, it only makes sense. You know, that's a safe bet in my opinion. You know, but the big thing you want to understand is that most no PDT brokers do that. SureTrader does it. That's why there's so many shorts on SureTrader, is because they take the opposing side of your trade. Ustock does that as well. You know, you see super users on Ustock taking the opposing side of your trade, and like I said, I can't really get mad at them for it. It only makes sense. If they pay you, they pay you. You know, if they allow you to get your money, they allow you to get your money. It doesn't matter how, you know, how they're conducting business. It doesn't really matter to me. The real reason I use them is because compared to all the other no PDT brokers that all do the same thing, they're the cheapest. You know, they offer $4 round trip commissions if you're using less than 250 shares. SureTrader, for instance, charges like $18 per trade. Generally, probably about $15 per trade. Even if you're using tiny shares, SureTrader's platform is like $150 if you want level 2. Trade nets and TAFs is $15. You know, lots of shorts available on TAFs, and so they have their pros and cons, but it's kind of a necessary evil with no PDT brokers, just because, you know, all the other ones charge way more in my opinion, and so that's why I like using them. Most brokers do that. You know, most brokers, they do a list of different things that traders may find sketchy. One of them is bet against them, especially if they think they're a losing trader. The other one is they analyze the profitable traders' patterns and they see why the traders are profitable, and then they kind of steal their strategies. That's another thing they do. And so, I mean, you got to understand, that's just brokers in general. Most brokers are doing that. I just find the ones, I don't care if they do it to me. It doesn't matter. I guarantee they're definitely watching Mitch and, you know, me sometimes as well to look at what patterns we're using to be profitable. and that's okay. You know, it's something you got to expect.
Do you see my screen right here? I just hit it again, 420. I wanted to hit the ad. Rejected again, guys. I don't know what's going on with them.
Yeah, if you got in at 420, I mean, the ask is already at 422.
No, I tried to slam the bid there, and add to my share size, kind of make it at 423 with 400 shares, and then I could hold to 424. 1 cent risk, get all the shares right back, and for this move down. It wasn't a bad idea. I think it's great execution there. Perfect timing, just not getting filled. So I'm not going to go ahead and just try to do something that's continuously not working. I'm just going to hold to my limit here. Finish this trade, talk to Tess, and hopefully it's resolved tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I beat bookies all the time, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys never heard of Bovada? I beat bookies all the time.
Oh, dude, I'll be on Bovada too, man. Yeah.
I've gotten paid out by them.
Oh no, I have too. I've been paid out a few times by them. When Anderson Silva broke his leg to Chris Weidman, I made like $500 on a parlay with Weidman. I think Machida and a few other people, but I won like $500 on a parlay. They sent me a check from like Indonesia or something crazy like that. They sent me a check from DHL, and the DHL guy brought me the check, you know, and it worked. It cashed. You know what I mean? That's all I can say.
Hey, that's all you can do. Really.
Right. They recently added a direct access to debit on Bovada as well, though, and so you can get it straight to your debit card now. Yeah, I used to play poker a lot on Bovada, so I've cashed out a bunch of times.
Yeah, I played against their bots.
Now it's not Bovada. Sports betting is still Bovada, but now poker is Ignition Casino. They sold it.
Yeah, I think people figured out they were using bots.
Oh, 100% they were. America's Card Room.
Sometimes you just have to really understand your risk and reward.
Right, it's tough, man. America's Card Room's full of them too. Like I used to play on ACR, which is the Winning Poker Network, and Bovada when it was still Bovada. But I switched over to Global Poker, and I just started killing it, man. Like, and it's because there's not as many bots. It's a newer site, and so you can just tell there's bots everywhere on ACR and on the Winning Poker Network. It's sketchy, and I get it, you know, but it's kind of the same thing. It's an overseas platform. I wish the U.S. would stop getting greedy and just allow poker to be legal in the U.S., you know.
All right, guys. Anything in the 24s is going to get me out, guys.
No, I didn't bet on that fight, man. Just because, I mean, I was definitely more biased towards Khabib. I thought Khabib was, and if you heard me talk about it before the fight, I kept saying my prediction was second or third round Kimura for Khabib to win. And it was close. In the second round or third round, he had him in a Kimura. He lost it, but that neck crank in the fourth got him. But I definitely had a feeling Khabib would win. I thought the odds were definitely favorable. I just didn't do it.
Get into that fun part where got to go to the bathroom, but in a trade.
Yeah, man.
Having fun, holding it.
Yeah, man.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, I had to leave twice today.
Too much coffee.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, guys, we got that pressure really down at 420 here, guys. We want to see a big shorter just come in here and just sweep it. This is what I always talk about, the time in sales, guys. Look at the time in sales. You don't want the stock even up here at 423s anymore. You want the pressure to come at those 420s, a nice red big seller to show up and knock this stock down here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a weird few weeks, man. It's been a weird week and a half, really. Like last week, I didn't even trade some of those days. Last week, I think I had 2 green days, 1 red day, which was a tiny loss, and then 1 break-even day, and then 1 day I didn't trade at all. And so, it's been one of those kind of markets where it's just slow. It's slow and choppy. The fade has not been following through as well as it had like 2 weeks ago. And so it's tough, man. You gotta days like today and yesterday, you kind of maybe have to go outside the box a little bit, look for strategies that complement the market in general.
All right, guys, we got that pressure down to 19. Now we don't want it up there at 23. We wanted to just kind of reject from 22, get pressure on that 19. I still haven't seen the big sizing come in there. I just saw some low share size run there at 419s.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Sean. It's just been a choppy few weeks. When the market was down a ton and the market was constantly dropping, there was a lot of fades, but now the last week or so it's just been slow, choppy. We had that shipping sector hype that came in that gave the market some volume, and then we had the cannabis before that. And now I think things are just kind of settling down some.
All right, guys, there's those 18 showing up again. This is why you wait, guys, to your important levels. This is why we don't sell early, guys. As we see this stock head down to the next support level, which would be 14, I want to see the sizing that gets in here, seeing if we can get down to this next level, which is 410. Some shorts getting slammed there. 500 shares, 500 shares. Nothing big yet. All right, guys, I'm going to let this stock work. I'm going to set a stop at 24, and I'll be right back.
What strategies? I trade options sometimes, Daniel. Not super active with them though. I trade mostly the VWAP fade, which is it's hard to explain here. I'll post the link. This is the main strategy I use, but we use kind of a variation. And we do have a site as well, Daniel, if you want to check out the site. We have a strategy section on the site if you want to check it out.
All right, buddy. Let me get back.
Wait, Nightbot posted it, so.
All right, guys, and I'm back. Back to limit, cancel that order. There you go. Patience is everything.
Yep.
Especially in trading.
Oh, man, you want to see something that hurts, bro? Have you looked at Glue? GLUU lately?
No, I haven't taken a look.
Oh,
Let me pull
man.
up a side chart
Dude,
here.
it barely stopped me out, man. It got up to 717. My stop was 716. And look at this drop right afterwards, man.
Hey, that's how it goes, brother. It follows the levels. It just tested those.
Right.
You know?
I think I just held it for so long, I just got impatient with it. But
It happens. That happens also.
yeah,
Here
for
comes
sure.
those 415s. There's some size right behind it. 1,500 shares. Let's see if we can get down through this 14. Take some profit. Remember, guys, the daily support really has some support here, but a lot of room underneath. That room underneath is essentially what I'm attacking in this trade.
Oh, we got Skype. It's giving us problems. All right, there we go.
All right, guys, there's the breakdown there to 11s.
There you go.
Putting out an order to cover some here.
See if it gets the limit gets hit.
All right, guys, took.
No.
Nah, it's not letting me take it.
Now try 14.
Fuck it.
Come on, bro. Family friendly stream, man.
Got out of there, had to mark it, something I never do. Wasn't letting me get out. Here's those 410s. Let's see if we can get the breakdown here. Or get those 410s. Just get on out of this trade. Today, test is a little frustrating me, as you guys can hear. Even if I'm green, definitely want to get my execution there.
There you go.
There you go, guys.
Beautiful breakdown, brother.
All right, guys, took a little bit off there, guys. Have 50 shares left. Gonna leave the rest on a stop. I'm gonna hit the stop at 416, and just let it keep going, guys. I can see this stock cracking the fours. If it cracks $4, we can go down big time on the daily, guys. So let the pressure come in there and let it keep going down. Nice gain though today. $46 already, guys. Back in the green, baby. Had to work hard against tests today, but just like always, you always are going to have things that work against you. But if you can focus on your system, your risk to reward, you can take advantage of trades like today, like AMRN, MBEV, Cron, and also Glue.
Somebody's saying that IGC is delisting.
That sounds good to me.
Why? You want it to delist?
I got no problem. I mean, that just shows weakness.
Yeah, I hope nobody's holding long, you know? Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. IGC delisting may hurt the other cannabis stocks. So there may be some fades there. Yeah, right. There it may be some short.
MBEV coming down today, Cron coming down today, CGC coming down today, TLRY coming down today. I mean, hey, that's why I'm over here. I'm all for stocks crashing. Got no problem. You know, some people might call me a little cynical or a little evil with that view, but I got no problem with stocks crashing. Delisting means that something is going on with their investment. They're going to get hit with an SEC, probably a fine or something of that sort.
Right. We'll see it on the OTC market.
Exactly. The reason why something gets off a major market is because there's something going on with it that they're not liking. They're not trying to put their name behind it and see something bad happen to kind of their reputation, you know? Just like LFIN really hurt the NASDAQ, you know, a lot of people were like, everyone knew there was something wrong with a stock taking a move like that. All right, guys, gonna put this stop price here at 418. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, guys, and just let this trade work for the rest. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me able to kind of struggle with getting in or out, but yet stay focused and end the day green. Up 46 right now, currently 56 with the last little bit of my shares just working. Gonna see if they can get down below 4 and really start moving down there. Maybe take some profit at 359. That's my total target. That's a daily low support that I'll be using, trying to tackle this as an all-day fader.
Nice trade, brother.
Yep. Just glad I was able to get over, you know, even you guys hear my emotions today. They're there. They're present for sure. But I'm staying in control, using the plan, using right risk to reward. When I first entered this trade, I entered this trade at 426, risking off of 430. It was only a 4-cent risk for a potential 8-cent first profit, which I took there at 418. And now I took some more profit at 413. I took 100 off, and at 408 I took 50 shares off from there. Now I only have 50 shares left of my original 500, and just letting it work down here, seeing if we're going to get that all-day fader and that crash.
Good trade, brother.
That's going to be it for me today, guys. Yep. I hope you guys have a great day. I got to get back. You guys take care.
Yeah, have a good day, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time as always. And who was talking?
Join us tonight.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we teach classes every night. We don't try to act like experts or anything like that. We just teach our system, which is obviously a profitable system, to help new traders kind of get their fundamentals down. Like I said, I think it equals out to like $1.50 a class right now, and so we're not getting rich off of that by any means. We're just, you know, it's a small community right now, but it's more personal that way, and we're actually live. You know, like a lot of people, like a lot of gurus will just send you a pre-recorded 5-year-old video lesson, and like each class we have is live, and so, you know, I think it's good value if you're a new trader for sure. But I'll post that link as well.
Without a doubt.
I really enjoyed last night's class, though. I think last night, not to pump it up, but we actually did like an example of trading on demand. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's the packages, Daniel, if you want to check it out. Hey, appreciate it, Connor. Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, man. you know, like we always try to do, we try to stream live every day, right? So it's like Mitch just finished a 12-day green streak. He ended 12 green days in a row. And it was all on stream live. And so it's like we can't hide anything. You see our winners and losers. And so that's what we just trying to be honest with people about it. We just try to be transparent. You know, other people, they may, you know, post videos saying, oh, I made this much today and stuff like that. But, you know, it's really easy to cherry pick your winners and then just upload those. And so we just try to put everything out there for free live. So we can't hide anything. And so that's kind of our goal. But appreciate the sub, Connor. Welcome, brother. Hey, it's good to see Silver. Hey, Mitch. Silver said his first time 2 green days in a row, man. So nice work, brother. It's all about the plan, Silver. It's all about building a plan around your trades, brother. Nice work, man. But yeah, guys, have a good day. We'll see you all later. And we'll see you at class tonight if you're in there. So good luck, guys. I'll see you all later.
Later, guys. Take it easy.